Are you a wholesaler in Oregon? If so, you need to hear this. Oregon has recently passed the new law for wholesalers, which will impact anybody who's looking to wholesale or is currently wholesaling in Oregon. Let's dive into it. Regulation of real estate activities. HB 4058. Wholesaling occurs, and I quote, when a wholesaler enters into a purchase contract with a property owner for one purchase price and then flips the contract to another buyer who is willing to pay more for the property. Unlike property flippers who take title to the property, fix it up, and flip the improved property, wholesalers merely flip the contract by assigning it to another buyer for a profit. HB 4058 follows the example set by other states and local governments across the country by implementing these common sense consumer protections. Here's where it gets dicey. Oregon requires wholesalers to register with the Oregon Real Estate Agency, pass a background check, and provide mandatory disclosure to everyone involved in the transaction. No big deal, right? Wrong. So you have to get a real estate license, you have to get a background check, and you have to provide disclosure. The disclosure is not a big deal. I've personally provided disclosure. Hey, I'm wholesaling this property. No foul, no harm. It gets deeper though. OREA, or Oregon Real Estate Agency, grants the authority to investigate and, if appropriate, penalize wholesalers who act in bad faith or engage in residential property wholesaling without registration, i.e., real estate license, or disclosure. Has Oregon just completely lost their mind? I mean, first and foremost, you can look this up anywhere and read it for yourself. Don't take my word or any other YouTuber's word for this. But it's clearly stated they want to pull background checks on you, which, okay, whatever. They want you to get a real estate license. Makes no sense. And you have to do disclosures, and you have to give the buyer a way out of your contract. It's just absurd. They're even passing regulations for real estate agents and brokerages, which pretty much entail you can hold the homeowner, which I agree with this, hostage at any time in the next 40 years to exclusively sign with you just because they signed one listing agreement. It's just absurd. As wholesalers, there's going to be a way to navigate this, whether it's been figured out already or it's in the works. There's too many folks that wholesalers do help. There's a lot of value that wholesalers do bring to the economy and to the wholesaling industry. Are there some bad apples? Absolutely. That happens across the board, any field, any profession, any industry. I don't see this stopping everyone exclusively from concluding wholesale businesses in that market. It'll just add some steps. There's always a way around it. There's always a way to do it. For example, you can have and don't quote me on this, but you can have a real estate agent present that deal, right? There's going to be avenues. There's going to be ways. I know they're even looking to stop the whole double close aspect of things, but there's always going to be a way. There's always going to be a way. Mark my words. Wholesaling will not stop just because of this law that went into effect. Not saying that laws will be broken, but there's going to be a way to use the law, do this legally, and still wholesale in real estate. Should you stop wholesaling in Oregon? Your choice. If it's your only market, maybe it's the best time to start expanding into virtual wholesaling. However, I don't see this stopping everyone from wholesaling. It will stop a lot of folks. This was a brief summary of the Oregon wholesaling laws that just got signed in 2024. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below.